Hello and good morning. This is Suzanne. How are you this morning? Happy Wednesday. So I wanted to talk to you today about vitamin O. Now, what is vitamin O? Oh my goodness, it is the most valuable thing that we have in life. It is the thing that is going to enhance everything that we do, and particularly if your goal is to lose weight. So what is vitamin O? In fact, it's oxygen. It's the element of oxygen. In H2O, we need to have oxygen. So it's fundamental to life. If we don't have oxygen, the brain dies within, 4 to 7 minutes. But it's also vital for our bodily functions on a day-to-day basis. And when it comes to losing weight, having more oxygen in your body is actually going to enhance your metabolic power. So what do I mean by that? When we are breathing in a relaxed state or just in a relaxed state, we actually have more oxygen flow through our body. We've got more oxygen flow in our digestive system. When we are in a stress state, we tend to begin to shallow breathe. You may find, and you've witnessed this in others, that they're very, all their breath is coming from the chest. It's not coming from the breath. And in fact, many people are chest breathers. That very few people actually breathe naturally from the belly. And it's interesting to know that babies naturally do belly breaths. When you're watching a baby breathe, you'll see their tummy rises and falls. And they actually naturally breathe in a way that is going to enhance the body's functions, because we're born perfect and whole, and the body will do what it needs to do because that's just in our genetics. But over time we lose that ability to breathe through our belly, and all of a sudden we start to shallow breathe. We start to breathe through our chest, and our breaths are generally typically from the upper part of your body. You're not using the full diaphragm to breathe, and particularly when you are coming from a state of stress, then that breathing will be heightened and faster. So why does oxygen help us to lose weight? Well, there's lots of reasons, but essentially a calorie, if we go right back to what most people want to do, is they want to burn calories. They want to burn as many calories as they can to lose weight. Now, in actual fact, a calorie is just a unit of energy, and it's not pertaining specifically to food. So you can burn a piece of paper and it will produce calories. You could burn the leg of a chair and it will produce calories. It's all around heat. So depending on the amount of heat that's generated, that will determine the number of calories. Now, how do we get heat when we're talking about generating your metabolic fire, for instance? Well, in order for a candle to burn, what does it need? Vitamin O. It needs oxygen. So by adding oxygen into your body, you are actually enhancing the metabolic state of calorie burning. So you're going to burn more calories when you've got more oxygen in your body. And so the interesting thing about this also is that if we are in a stress state, all of the metabolic functions of the gut, where all the action happens when we're trying to process and assimilate food, it actually begins to slow down and shut down, because your body in a stress state does not want to metabolize or calorie burn a big meal. What it wants to do, what the body naturally does when it goes into fight or flight or a state of stress, whether that be conscious or unconscious, the anything that's happening in your gut begins to slow down and shut down, and all the energy of your body is sent to the arms and legs for running or fighting, and to your brain for quick thinking. This is all part of the survival response. So anything that wants to go into your gut is, you may find that, you know, it gets stuck in your throat. It feels, you know, if you're eating fast and you're in or you know, something's coming up that you're really worried about, or you're just in a rush and you know you've got to get this food down, a lot of the time it will, you know, get stuck. You'll feel like you've got heartburn, it's just not moving, or you feel like you've got a brick in you know, in the top of your gut and it's just not going anywhere. Well, that's exactly what's happening. Your body's going, we can't digest this food right now. We need to run away. We need to preserve the body for survival. And you know, metabolizing a meal is not what is conducive to helping your body to survive, because this primal part of us just takes over. You know, the prime directive of the subconscious mind is to preserve and protect the body. And in the subconscious mind, all the autonomic actions of the body, the things that happen automatically without us thinking, just kick in. All these things happen in the background that we're not really aware of. So how do we burn more calories? How do we lose weight? Simply by adding in vitamin O, oxygen. Well, let me tell you. Simply take a couple of big, long, deep, slow and gentle breaths. What this does, it immediately puts your body into the relaxation response, which is the antidote to stress. So we have the sympathetic nervous system, we have the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system turns on the stress response and it turns off digestion. The parasympathetic nerve response turns on relaxation and digestion. So when we're in a relaxed state, your body is going to burn more calories. It's going to process and assimilate the food. But added to that is oxygen. So taking in big, deep sips and deep breaths of oxygen when you eat, or just prior to eating, putting yourself into a relaxed state will actually put more oxygen into your body. And so when there's more oxygen in your body, it's going to process and assimilate the food and burn more calories. So added to that, of course, is movement. And so that's why, you know, it's been taught worldwide for decades and generations that, you know, if you want to lose weight, it's a great idea to move, but it's not the only thing that is going to help you to lose weight. In fact, if you are over exercising and doing more than your body wants to do, you're actually putting it into a stress state. And so what does stress do? It creates cortisol and insulin. It tells the body to hold on to fat, hang on to weight and not build muscle. So there is a bit of a fine balance there, but as long as you are moving your body in ways that you love, that are really great for you, you're not punishing yourself by going to the gym to just because you've got to burn those calories because you had a big weekend or you've got a party coming up, and if I burn this amount, that means I can eat that amount. No, that's not the way it works. Go and exercise and move your body in ways that you love, that are nourishing and nurturing for you, that give you the feel goods, not because you need to burn the calories, or in your mind that you need to burn those calories. So next time you sit down for a meal, I want you to practice breathe, eat, and then repeat that. So sit down with your meal, take 5 nice, long, deep, slow and gentle breaths. Your meal's in front of you. You're not distracted by anything. You've got total focus on that food. Take in a couple of nice, long, deep breaths and then start to eat. So when you eat, load up your knife and fork, eat the food, swallow the food, take a big, deep breath of oxygen, let that oxygen move through your body, let your body begin to process and assimilate that food, and then repeat that whole process And there's loads of other benefits around that. It will help you to be more present, obviously, with your meal. You are going to recognize that you're actually full, because you're not just eating because it's there in front of you and you've got to finish the plate. You give yourself the opportunity to listen to your body, to really slow down this process of eating, and to allow your body to give you the messages and the signals that it needs, that it's had enough food, it's okay and happy to process and assimilate and digest that food, so that your body can get all that beautiful nourishment from your meal. So that's it from me today. I'd be interested in any comments, any questions that you might have about vitamin O, the power of slowing down. And this is actually a program that I've put together based on the Slow Down Diet by my mentor and coach, Mark David, who from the Institute from the Psychology of Eating. And this is an 8-month program that I'm going to be taking just a small group of women through. We start in February, and it's all about slowing down, because it's not just about what you eat when we slow down, it's how you live your life. It's how you process and assimilate not only food, but the story of your life, and how that has affected you and is affecting you right in this moment on your journey to lose weight. We're really delving into the power of thought and how your mind creates a state of being which will dictate to your body how it should hold on to weight or how it should lose weight. So we're really looking at quite a different aspect and way. In fact, we're covering off on 8 universal metabolizers that are designed to power up your body and your mind, so that you can create the life that you want to live in the body that you want. So that's it from me. Happy Wednesday. If you've got any questions, I'll post a link to this course, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Okay, bye bye.